children, how are you all? Hope you are safe at home, right? Not troubling parents, yes or no? So I know it's been a while, we are sitting at home and having an online classes, but still the vaccine is not out, so we have to be very careful. So always maintain a social distance, wear your mask and wash your hands. So if the water is not available, you can use sanitizer. I am using little spray here. So today we are going to start 5th lesson. New lesson today, lesson 5, the cleverest man in the world. I know you are all clever. I am also clever, no? But beyond that, cleverest in the world. Cleverest means more clever than us. Yes. So who is that? We will see in this lesson. So please be ready with the textbook, page number 27. We will start this new lesson. Who is this cleverest person? Clever means who is wit, who can solve the problems. Any situation, whatever the problem is, in any situation, if you ask questions, he will answer. He will give you any problem, he will solve. So who is that clever in this world? So let's see this. Okay, so you are ready with the textbook, pencil and eraser? Yes or no? So let's start. A little warm-up exercise is given. We will do that. Hodja. Hodja is a title meaning teacher or a scholar. So what is Hodja? So it is called a teacher, scholar. So who is called scholar? Scholar means very highly educated. He read all the subjects. He is thorough, is perfect in all the subjects. Yes. So scholar means highly educated. He has more education. So that's why if you are more educated, if you learn more things, we can solve any problems. See, even small problems comes, we won't struggle, we won't cry. We always think it will help you to grow, the change our brain. Our brain will be sharp also. So always, every day, every time, we have to learn new things. So Hodja is a teacher or a scholar who is highly educated, who knows everything. Okay? Nasruddin Hodja is considered to be wise man. So who is this cleverest man? Nasruddin Hodja. So let me write this. Nasruddin Hodja. He is a wise man. Wise means clever, very sharp. Remembered for his funny stories. His stories are very funny. Okay? Funny means it makes us laugh. And anecdotes. Anecdotes means anecdotes means the stories will tell you about a real incident. It happened real. Or a person. About a real incident any happened or about a person, these stories will tell about us. Okay? These stories are not just stories, they are real. Okay? People love to test him by asking absurd questions. Absurd. What is absurd? Silly questions. So since he is clever, everyone is jealous of him. Everyone jealous of him. So they used to ask him some silly questions, tricky questions. So, and Hodja had the ability to come out these tricky situations easily. Since he is a clever, he used to answer those questions also. So in this story, so we will learn about one of his incident with the people. Okay? So let's see. Think of a puzzle or a tricky question. Share it with your class. What is a tricky question? I'll tell you one. I'll ask you one. Let's see. How do the number 1. So number 1 is there. Okay, I am putting in quotes. Disappear. So this is the question. So these type of questions they used to ask to Hodja. Tricky questions. How do you make the number 1 disappear? I gave you number 1. So you have to make this one disappear. What you will do? Disappear means vanish. It should go off. So what would be the answer? I just add G to 1. I just added G. So what the word became? Gone. So you just add G to the 1. The number 1 is gone. Disappeared. Vanished. Yeah? So this is type of the answers he used to give. These are called tricky questions. So you didn't get the thought, no? Even first time when I heard this question, I felt it is very tricky. Like, how come I am not able to get the answer? Yes. So how do you make the number 1 disappear? You want to disappear means, so just add the letter G. Now it is gone. Gone means disappeared. Yes. That's a tricky question. Now let's move on to the story. Nasruddin Hodja lived in Akshar, Turkey. He was a very clever and a funny man. Clever means wise, very sharp. He had all the answers. He had a big round belly. So his belly is big. So he used to have a big belly. And round. It used to be very round. So if you can see in the picture, you observe him now. When he is standing like this, so his belly is coming out. It is big and round. And a white beard. Beard means, yes, you see this, we had a big beard with a lot of hair. Yes, he had a hat. So he is wearing a hat like a giant pumpkin. So like a pumpkin, it is like that orange pumpkin. You all know, no? So like that pumpkin, you have seen this in your kindergarten. Yes, this fruit. So orange pumpkin. It is, his hat is like that. Once some very learned man means who very well know about the subject. Learned man means having a lot of knowledge. They have knowledge. See, people will have knowledge, but they not be clever. Yes. So people don't have knowledge. See, some people will be clever. Some people will have knowledge. They have knowledge, but they are not clever. Some people will be clever, but they don't have any knowledge. They don't do any job work, but they are very clever. They will live happily in their life. So different people will be there. Learned man is having a lot of knowledge. Some very learned man was searching for an intelligent man. So the learned man, they are looking for an intelligent man who could answer the 3 questions. So how many questions are there? 3 questions are there. These learned men have 3 questions and they are looking for an intelligent man to answer this. They traveled throughout whole world. So they traveled whole world, different countries they have traveled, searching for the cleverest man. They are looking for a clever man, but they couldn't find. Then finally came to Akshar. So they came to the place where Hodja lives. They asked the people they met. So once they enter into that place, they asked people who is the cleverest man in this place. So they asked. They met who is the most intelligent man in this town. So who is this intelligent man? Any intelligent man is there in this town? So they asked. So now move on to the page number 28, children. We'll continue our story. It is very interesting, no? Then well, people said, of course. People brought Hoja to the three men. So they brought Hoja. The men began to ask Hoja their questions. The three men said to Hoja, this is our first question. Where is the central point of the world? So let's say if this is a world. This is a world. What is the central point? Where is the central point of the world? So world is very big, no children. How can we say the central point? Yes, it is very hard, no? So what he did, Hoja, what he answered, let's see. Hoja's donkey was with him. So you all know our donkey, yes? It carries heavy loads, it brays, yes? So Hoja has a donkey. The donkey is with him. So he pointed to his donkey and said, where the front legs of my donkey are, there is a central point of the world. So where are the front legs? The donkey have 4 legs, right? Front 2 legs, back 2 legs. Where the front legs are there, my donkey's front legs are there, there is the central point of the world. So he gave a tricky answer. How can you prove that? Ask one of the men. Prove it. If you don't believe me, you can measure it. So check. If you don't believe my answer, go and check. Check my donkey. Check the front legs. You will find the center point. Measuring did not seem to be a good idea to them. So how can they measure? See, if they don't find, they can't solve the problem, they will become foolish. Yes or no? So they went on to the second question. Now they asked the second question. How many stars are there in the sky? So the second question is, how many stars in the sky? Can you count the stars in the sky? It is impossible. Some are big, some are small. We cannot see them also. Yes or no? So how many stars are there in the world? Hoja has replied without hesitation. He didn't think. Hesitation means a pause before saying or doing anything. Hesitation. How many? So usually when anyone asks us, we will think. Hesitation. We stop and we start thinking. So he did think also. So immediately he gave an answer. As many as the strands of hair in my donkey's mane. So donkey has a mane on the body, on the head and the body. Right? If you check it, is the donkey, it is brown in color, that mane. So strand, without any hesitation, as many as strands of hair. Strands of hair means if I can pull one strand from my, yes, I can pull it. Yes. So how many strands are there on my donkey? That many stars are there in the sky. So that's what they answered. The 3 men laughed because they can't count that strands. They'll have so many strands. You see, if you check my hair, I have so many strands. I can count. Let me see. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. So many are there. I cannot count. Yes or no? So many strands are there. Even the donkey's mane, on the whatever you see on the head or the body, it has so many strands. They cannot count. If you don't believe it, said Hoja, you can count them one by one. If you don't believe it, count them. Can anyone count them? Can you count how many strands of hair I have? Yes? No, we cannot do that. So now move on to the page number 29. We will continue the lesson. The men understood that they couldn't do this and one of them asked, can you say how many strands of hair there are in your donkey's mane? Okay. So they said, how many strands of hair is there? Can you count and tell me on your donkey's mane? Can you count and tell me? So one of them was asked. Oh yes, said Hoja. There are exactly as many strands as you have If it is little grown also, they will try to shape. Few men they like to shape, but few men want a big beard. Yes, so they are exactly as many strands as you have in your beard. Now, don't tell me that you don't believe that. I can prove it by pulling one hair from your beard and one from the donkey's mane. So if you don't believe me, I can pull one strand from donkey's mane and one strand from your beard. Then we can count. If I pull one from donkey's mane and I will pull from beard, okay, one. Again from donkey's mane and from beard, okay, two. Yes or no? When we pull each hair out one after the other, you will see that both are equal in number. So let me count. Let me pull one strand from donkey's mane and one strand from your beard. Okay? Count one by one. Each time I will pull one here and one pull there and count. They will be equal, I am sure. The three men went back to the country. See how tricky answers he gave. He went back to the country and told everyone that the cleverest man in the world lived in Akshaya. Yes, that is the story. You liked it, children? I liked it very much. So people will sometimes, if you ask silly questions also, they are able to answer since they are very clever and intelligent. So this is about the story, children. Here new words are given after the lessons. Okay, we will do this new words meanings in the next class. So try to learn the new words, not meanings, but try to learn new words. So learn and write new words from textbook one time. Okay, so try to, these are the new words are given now. Don't forget about the meanings. I will explain the meanings. Just learn these words. It is the these words are there in the lesson also. Okay, children. Hope the lesson is clear. You find it interesting. I like it too. So in the next session we will learn more concepts. See you then. Have a good day.